What's going on, Eastside? My name is Blake, and today I will be guiding us through how to download and operate our Eastside Church Center app. Let's get into it. So this video is broken up into 6 different chapters, each timestamped down in the description below. Feel free to skip around and refer to whatever chapter you want more information on. The things we'll be exploring today are downloading and launching the app, the Me page, sermons, giving, calendar items and signups, and groups. And just to note, I'll be using my Apple iPhone for this tutorial, but the same steps can be taken on Android devices as well. So right now I'm in the App Store on my phone, and in order to find the app which we'll be using today, I need to go down to this bottom tab where it says search, go up to the search bar and type in Church Center. And then one of the first apps called Church Center app is what you're gonna be downloading. If this is your first time downloading, it's gonna say Get instead of Open. For me, it says Open because I already have the app on my phone, but for first time users, you're gonna have to click Get and then wait for the download process before you can go on to the next step. Once the Church Center app is finished downloading, you're gonna see Open instead of Get, just like how mine was previously now because it's on your phone. So what you're gonna wanna do is click on the Open button, and that'll take you to the Get Started page. You're gonna click Get Started, and this is where we're gonna type in Eastside Church. So click Continue. This part is up to you whether you wanna share your location or not. You don't need to share your location. This is just a way for the app to find churches near you that you may want to link your app to, if that makes sense. But for me, I'm currently in Eastside Church, so I'm just gonna say allow while using app. And then for me, it will pop up Eastside Church where I can select that as my church. If you chose to share your location and don't see Eastside Church right away, it's probably because depending on where you're from, it's showing churches in the area rather than just where I'm at currently, which is Eastside, the building itself. So that's why it's the first on the screen. But if you don't see it right away, you go to the top and just type in Eastside and make sure that you're selecting one that says Eastside Church twice, because that is our church page. The other one is our studios. And then this is where you can choose to continue as a guest or log in. I recommend to log in so you can get more personalized features, but you don't necessarily need to, especially if you're a first-time guest. Feel free to use the guest app to take notes or whatever you want to do. But for this sake, and what I recommend for most people is to log in. So from here, you're either going to type in your phone number or your email address, whichever one you prefer. For me, in these situations, I usually like using my phone number just because it's easy access. And then whenever you click next, it will send you a code to either log in straight to an existing account or to create a brand new account. So I'll click next, and it should pop up the number, 574500. So I'll type that in, then click next. And since I already have an account with my phone number, it recognizes me and says, "Hello, Blake, let's get you logged in." So I'm gonna log in as Blake, which is me. So then we're on our Me page, and this is where we're gonna find a lot of our profile information, our scheduling, some groups that we favorited, some events that we favorited, things like that. Keeps us all organized, things that are more in tune and personal to ourselves. If you're a brand new account, you probably don't have the things that I do, but one thing that you can do at the very start is update your profile settings. In order to update that thing, you just have to click on My Profile and Settings. And from here, you can update your contact and profile information, which includes like another way of contacting, your name, your birthday, if you want to share, things like that. You can upload a cover photo or a profile photo. Also on this page, you can list out your household. If you have any kids, you can also list out your spouse, get them signed up as well. There's also settings to personalize the app itself, like opening up with Face ID if you have an iPhone, things like that. Feel free to play around with whatever you want to do there. But going back to the Me page, you can see that we have a block for notifications where you can see updates on events, you can see some chats if you're chatting with other groups, things of that nature. And then below the notification block, you can see the schedule block, which is really cool because you can see some events you signed up for or upcoming events that you have favorited. If you volunteer, you can also see the days that you're planned to volunteer as well. For example, for me, on March 23rd, I work camera. I can see that I'll be working then, and I can also accept that as well, the invitation to do that there as well, which is really cool. And then below the schedule, there is the activity and involvement section where you can check out the groups that you are involved with. It'll list them out. You can chat with other group members if you'd like, see if times change or what times they are being held. You can also do things with giving, which we'll touch upon later. Then if you scroll up, and go to the top right, there's a little chat bubble where you can do things like chat to other group members, chat to other congregation members. Really cool way to stay connected through this chat window. So that was the Me page, but the things that you want to take note to are the tabs at the bottom of your screen. We have the Me page, as I just said. You have Services, you have Give, Calendar, and Groups. And we'll be touching on those individually. But for now, let's go to Services. So now we're on the Sunday Services page, which you can see a lot of cool things regarding Sunday services. For example, on the very top, you can see Next Live Service, which is on Sunday, March 16th. Every Sunday at 9:15 or 10:45 a.m., that block will change into a live button, which you can click and watch it live from your phone. But below that, you can see our past 3 services. You can also choose to view all services if you want to see a giant list of all our past services. If you scroll down some more, you can see our recent series. Right now, we're in Embrace the Jesus Community. So that is the top series right now, but you can also see Embrace the Jesus Life, which we just finished, and then Grace Comes First, which was before that. And you can also view all those series if you want to catch up on your favorite series or a series that you missed, all by clicking that View All button, and you can watch them all there. Okay, so then we can scroll back up, and let's just say you wanted to watch the past service on demand. You're going to want to click on whatever service that is. For this case, it's Embrace the Jesus Community with Trust. So I'm going to click on that, and it'll take you to that service page. So from here, you can either watch the service on demand by clicking the play button in the middle there, and it'll take a little bit to load, but once it loads, it'll start from worship, and it'll end at the end of service. What's really cool about this is that you can also listen to it, and whenever you go to listen, it's specifically just the sermon itself, not the worship. This is great for if you're traveling in a car and you want to listen to the church service, or if you're on a run or working out or something like that, where your hands aren't necessarily free, but you still want to stay in tune to the sermon. This is a great way to do that. Going back to this services page is also a place where you can take notes. So if you click on that, it'll show relevant scriptures to the sermon, as well as a place where you can take your own notes, as well as a place where you can fill in the blank, which we have every single week. Also, what's really cool is if you have the YouVersion Bible app already on your phone, you can click on every scripture. For example, this James 4:13. And if you click on that, it'll take you directly to that app, directly to that chapter, and you can scroll and read and follow along if you want to. The notes page is a great way to stay focused and follow along with the sermon. So make sure that you take advantage of it because it's a really cool feature in this app. Going back to this services page once again, you can also fill out the Connect form by clicking Connect with Us, or you can give by clicking Give. And if you scroll down to the bottom, you can also see the previous week's service if you want to continue to catch up on whatever services you have missed. So that was the Sunday services page. Now let's talk about the Give page. So go ahead and look at the bottom, and there's a Give tab, and you're going to want to click on that, and that'll take you to the Give page. This is probably the easiest way to give to Eastside, but let me walk you through the process in case you're unfamiliar with it. So let's just say you're ready to give. What you do is you type in the amount that you want to give. For this example, I'll just type in $50, and then you want to click Next. So this is where you can choose which fund you want to donate your money to. Most of the time, people donate to the general fund, but currently there is a Global Engagement and Missions Fund. Sometimes, depending on the time of year, we have funds that go towards things like Operation Love's Christmas Wishes, or to our Christmas Experience event. Things like that happen, and they'll pop up right here as well, where you can choose, but most of the time, people are just gonna pick general. You can also set up your frequency for your donations by clicking this button here. You can do a one-time payment, you can do weekly, every other week, monthly, or bi-monthly. And then below frequency, you can see your payment method, and you can click on that and choose whichever payment method that you want. And then whenever you're done, you just click Give Now. This way of giving on the app is probably the most streamlined way to give to Eastside, so we hope that you can utilize it to its full potential. And then going back to the Give tab, there's a button at the bottom that says My Giving. And if you click on that, you can check out your donation history, as well as set up recurring payments and change your payment methods. And all those settings are already built into the Giving tab itself, which is great. So that was everything that you can do with giving on the app. So now we're going to talk about the calendar items, as well as signups and events and things like that. So to get to calendar, you're going to click on calendar at the bottom right. And this is really cool because you can see featured events at the top, but you can also go through month by month and check out what things are happening when. Going back up to the top, I just want to show you some cool things regarding these featured events. Some of these featured calendar items are just things that you can get more information on. Some of them have signups linked to them as well. For example, I can click on the blood drive, which is happening March 23rd. If I click on that, It'll take me to a place where there's more details, as well as a place where I can sign up at the bottom. If I click on that sign up button, it'll take me to the website where I can sign up for a time slot to donate blood. So on this page, you can also add this as a bookmark, and this will show up on your schedule on your Me page. It's a great way to keep organized. There's also a button at the top right where you can share this event to a friend or a family member, someone who might be interested in this as well. And now I'm back on my Me page, and like I said, you can see underneath schedule that since I bookmarked the blood drive, I have that there for me to keep organized, as well as to remind me the day of. Last but not least, there's that groups page, which is at the bottom right of your screen if you click on that tab. So this is the groups page, which is really cool because you can see a list of all the groups we have at Eastside that you can join. And once you join the group, it'll show up at the very top of this screen where you can check on times as well as message other members. Let's just say, for example, I wanted to join a plant group. I would click on plant, and let's just say I wanted to join the one with Rhea. I'd click on that, and then I'd scroll down for more information, as well as the button at the bottom to request to join. And once that is accepted, that will show up at the very top of my groups page on my app. So that was everything you would need to know about how to download and operate our Eastside Church Center app. I hope I was helped you. If you still have any questions, feel free to reach out to me at broads@es.church. And yeah, that's it. Take care, everyone.